The subject that we're going to frame is a small cockerel, and around the subject we're going to put a mounting board and a straight red bevel. I've cut 3 pieces of cardboard, the mount, the backing board and the bevel. I'm using my set square to draw the margins on the mount. Once I've drawn the margins on the mount, I can open it up with the craft knife. I position the ruler and cut along my line. I've placed the mount on the cardboard bevel, and now I'm going to copy the shape. Once I've copied the shape, I'm going to draw a guideline inside in order to cut my bevel. Once I've drawn my bevel, I'm going to cut it open. I'm placing the heavy ruler along the line, being sure to stop in the corners. My cardboard bevel is now open, and now I have to cover it in paper. I'm going to measure the thickness of the edge of my cardboard with dividers. I work approximately 2.5 centimeters from the edge of the paper. I'm positioning my ruler and copying the thickness of the edge of the bevel with the dividers. Now I'm cutting my strip of paper. I'm folding the paper along the folds made by the dividers. And to fold the paper well, I'm using a bone folder. I'm folding along the other side of the edge, and again using the bowl folder to flatten the paper down. The bevel is going to be covered to the front, on the edge and at the back. Using the template, I'm going to remove part of the strip, in other words, what corresponds to the back and the edge of the paper. I'm going to turn over my paper and my strip. I'm placing my paper at the first end and I'm making a mark at the other end. As I did for the first slide, I'm going to remove the back and the edge of the paper, still using the template. So I'm going to turn over my cardboard and put it back in place and lay my paper strip on the edge. With some glue and a small flat brush, I'm sticking the strip to the edge of the bevel. Using the bone folder, we flatten the paper down fully to the front and back. I'm taking up the mount to place on my bevel. I mark a point in each corner of the bevel and I take up my template. And on the point that I've just marked, I'm going to remove the overlapping part underneath, and that's why I haven't glued the other angles. To stick the mount on the bevel, I'm putting glue all over the bevel and stopping at least 3 millimeters from the edge, otherwise we'll see the glue in the mount. When my bevel cardboard is firmly glued, I place the mount on top, move it to the center of my bevels, place the backing board on top and leave it to set for 10 to 15 minutes. To make it easier to cut pieces of cardboard and paper, remember to change the blade of your craft knife regularly, otherwise you risk making mistakes or damaging the cardboard and the paper.